One goal of teacher evaluation is that teachers receive and act on recommendations for professional learning to improve their practice. With support from the Northeast Educator Effectiveness Research Alliance, or NERA, REL Northeast Islands researchers examined the alignment between evaluator recommendations and subsequent professional learning for teachers who rated less than proficient in a large urban district in the Northeast.
We looked at the feedback that these teachers received and the alignment of that feedback with the types of professional activities that teachers then engaged in. We also looked at the subsequent ratings of teachers on their evaluation and how that related to whether or not they engaged in the types of activities that their evaluators had recommended. Teachers are evaluated on 4 standards, 2 that are instruction-based, 1 that is family and community engagement, and a 4th that is about professionalism. The evaluation is based on several different elements, including a professional growth plan, a self-assessment, and a set of observations. For teachers who've been identified as less than proficient, the evaluators write what's called a prescription, and those include things like formal coaching, meeting with an evaluator, participating in professional development, or even trying a set of instructional strategies in the classroom.
The study included data such as teacher characteristics, evaluation ratings and prescriptions, interviews, and a survey completed by 42% of teachers. Survey respondents were more likely to be older, white, and female, but otherwise were not significantly different from the non-respondents in the number of prescriptions they received.
We learned 5 key things from the study. First, we learned that teachers in the district received prescriptions across all 4 standards of professional practice, and that these prescriptions tended to include 1 or 2 professional activities. Second, we found that evaluators more often prescribed the types of activities that teachers could do independently, such as submitting documents or trying a new strategy in the classroom. And we saw this more often than the types of activities that teachers might engage in with others, such as meeting with a coach or with colleagues. Our third finding was that teachers reported participating in more professional activities for the instruction-based standards than for the other 2 standards. And these instruction-based standards were related to curriculum planning and assessment and teaching all students. Our fourth finding is that across all standards, less than 40% of teachers participated in all the activities that their evaluators prescribed. This suggests a lack of alignment between what evaluators prescribed and what teachers reported to have done. Lastly, and I'd like to break this finding down just a bit, remember that Standard 1 is focused on curriculum planning and assessment. And we found that more teachers who participated in professional activities related to the standard received at least a proficient rating on their next evaluation than did teachers who did not participate in any activities related to the standard. Now, this is the only standard for which we saw a statistically significant difference between teachers who participated in professional activities and those who didn't, related to their subsequent evaluation rating. There are several key takeaways from the study. First, this lack of alignment between the types of activities that evaluators prescribed and what teachers reported to have done to address the needs on the rubric suggests that there might be some disconnect between what evaluators are recommending and what teachers either felt they needed to do or had access to related to professional development. Second, the findings suggest that evaluators may benefit from more training on the types of professional activities to recommend to teachers, and they may also benefit from training and support in how to write effective, actionable, and specific feedback that may help teachers to improve their practice. One of the most exciting things about the study is the impact it has had on the district. In particular, the district has improved the training of evaluators related to how to write an effective prescription. It has also looked to increase the alignment between the professional development offerings and the evaluation rubric.